Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stay Grounded podcast, a podcasting community helping you stay grounded through all phases and emotions of life. My name is Natalie Q, and I will be your host. I wanted to do this welcome episode just to, of course, welcome you guys into this community, give you guys a background story of who I am, and really give you the story of why and how Stay Grounded came into existence. I'll start with my story. I just feel like it will flow beautifully into why Stay Grounded exists. I just remember back in 2017, October to be exact, my parents were going through a separation after 30 years of marriage. That was not easy. I was also getting out of a very toxic relationship with someone that was an alcoholic, and I was frustrated. There was so much despair in my heart, anxiety, worry, just all the emotions that you can think of. And for a very long time, I thought that waking up with anxiety was normal. Then I realized this just can't be it. This can't be the way that my life continues to go. And so I remember a friend of mine recommended yoga. She said, Nat, you need yoga. And I started laughing because, my friends always recommended it, but I just never listened. And I just was very hesitant about anything that I guess was a natural way of calming anxiety. I was very much like, what can this really do for me? But then I thought about it and I said, well, I have nothing to lose because I just keep waking up like this. And so I remember signing up for hot yoga, actually. And it was 1 month, and I was instantly hooked. And mind you, I had no experience with yoga. I might have taken 1 or 2 classes before, but I had no experience. I just knew that the sweat and the presence that I felt was something I had never really experienced in my life. And so once I started incorporating yoga, I wanted to give meditation a try. And then I said, well, and let me tell you something, guys. I just really did not like meditating. I felt anxiety from just thinking about having to sit and meditate for a long period of time. So I told myself, let me just start off very nice and slow. And so I started doing 5-minute to 10-minute meditations, guided meditations. And it actually, after 3 to 4 months, I want to say, I very much started to feel the difference. I started to feel the difference in even physically in my body, right? I remember always feeling tight and tense in my chest. And it was the first time in ever, actually, not a really long time in ever, that I had felt relief. I was just approaching situations differently, talking to people differently, less angry, less worried, less anxious. And that's when I started incorporating journaling also, which was always a tool I really used, but I think there's just this power in incorporating it with meditation and yoga and all these other beautiful things, even if it's just a workout like the gym. There's just beauty and power in incorporating and writing something down physically. And that's really where Stay Grounded came about. I just used these beautiful tools that helped me, and I very much want to help others alleviate that anxiety, that worry, that sadness through the phases of life that they're going through. And of course, we're all different. We all experience life very differently. But my hope with this podcast is to bring guests that can really help you guys navigate through your own experiences. I want to add meditations on here that you can come to when you're feeling disconnected, when you're feeling worried or anxious. I want this podcast to be a place of community for all of us, where the guests that I bring are giving you guys very life-changing tools and life experiences, of course, that they personally have gone through, because we all want to feel related to. We all want to feel in community. And so I think that this podcast is going to be something really powerful, not only for myself, but for all of us. I'm super excited for the guests that I'm going to bring on. Of course, I will keep that a surprise. We will be doing 2 episodes a month just because we're getting the hang of this, guys. And of course, when you're starting something new, and this is actually a tip that I'd love to give everyone to start off, when you're starting something new or repeating, let's say, a habit that you want to start, like going to the gym or working out, I always recommend for people to start small, very small as possible, because then it doesn't seem so scary when we do the bigger things, right? So like I said, I started 5 to 10 minute meditations when I first initially started. I couldn't do more, and that was okay. I finally built up to 30 to 45 minute meditations, and this is not always. This is when my body is feeling it. And we will go into more of that as the episodes, progress. But yeah, this is the background story that I wanted to give you, and the good pointer that I wanted to give you and get you guys started with. I'm really excited about connecting with each and every one of you, and I want you to use this platform to also speak up if there is ever a topic, or if there's ever a person that you'd love to recommend that you think has so much insight and would just really work well with what we're doing here at Stay Grounded. Please feel free to DM, message, email me. I am always open to communicating and connecting with others, but I'm really looking forward to all of it and to making this our home, our community, not just my own. And I hope that through the meditations and the guests that we have on here, that they really, really help you stay grounded, because it is so difficult in a world just full of noise. But we have to find that time for ourselves in order for us to pour out into the world. Stay tuned, guys. Things are going to be moving and happening, and in advance, I just would love to thank you guys for the support. I've changed careers like a million times, but this just seems like my calling, helping others through these tools and experiences and workshops that have very much helped me. And I hope that you begin to love yourself, or that you continue to love yourself, because you really deserve it. So stay tuned, guys. Can't wait to have my first guest on. You will know more details in a few weeks. I will talk to you guys soon. Hope that you guys are staying warm if you guys are in the East Coast and even in the West Coast. This is your host, Natalie Q.